Well, I am back again because of you. I have a lot of questions on my heart that I need to ask. And not just questions. I have a lot on my heart that I need to download. Yes. So let me put on my second eye so that I can see you very clearly. Listen to me carefully. Chelsea fans, we have less than 48 hours for our next game against Brighton. The only hope we have in this season to win something is the League Cup. The only hope we have this season to win something is the Carabao Cup. That is the only hope we have this season. And so Wednesday's game against Brighton is a game that Chelsea needs to take serious. Yeah, it is a game that Chelsea needs to take quite serious. But guess what? I want you to take a look at what is on your screen now. A quote from Jose Mourinho. That when you start accepting defeat just because your team played well and just because your players gave their best, a performance for people to be proud of, I think when you get used to it, that's when the big clubs stop being big clubs. I don't know whether you get that very clearly. When you start accepting defeat just because your team played well and just because your players gave their best, a performance for the people to be proud of, I think when you get used to it, that's when the big clubs stop being big clubs. What does it mean? That is why I like Mourinho. This is telling you that it is not just about playing beautiful football that people will clap hands for you. Oh, you are playing beautiful football. Once you get to that level where your club is playing all the most beautiful football, but you are not achieving anything, you are not winning anything, then you stop being a big club. A big club wins trophies. Big club wins what? Trophies. I believe you and I will agree that one of the greatest coaches ever, one of them is Jose Mourinho. Now, let me move again to another one from Pep Guardiola. If you don't believe Jose Mourinho, then I think you should believe Pep Guardiola. This is what he has to say. You can't win anything with kids. You can see it on your screen there. Pep Guardiola says you can never win anything with what? Kids. You can only win with matured players on a pitch of play. You can see it on your screen there. This is a quote from Pep Guardiola. You can't win anything with kids. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Guardiola has delivered back-to-back Premier League titles, successive Carabao Cups, and the FA Cup to the Etihad over the last 2 seasons. But success has come at a price, with City splashing more than 535 million during the Catalan reign to strengthen a squad that already included Sergio Aguero. It was a quote when he came in newly 5-6 years ago. Raheem Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, and Fernandinho. This was when he made this statement long ago. Guardiola said, we have to compete every single day to fight with the best teams in England and Europe. And for that, we need the David Silvas and Kevin De Bruyne to help fix other ones, of course. But if the best of the team is young, then it's just not possible. It's just not possible. You need mature players to win cups, to win trophies, according to Pep Guardiola. You can't win anything with kids. And you heard what Jose Mourinho said earlier? When you start accepting defeat just because your team played well, like our coach is saying recently, oh, we did well, we did well, we are improving, or we did well. When you start to accept defeat just because your team played well and just because your players gave their best, a performance for the people to be proud of, I think when you get used to it, that's when the big clubs stop being big clubs. Let's move on. I have a picture here. Somebody was able to get a real picture of Malo Gusto and the tackle and the red card. As you can see it on your screen. As you can see it on your screen. And I said it from last night that Malo Gusto was nowhere near intentional, trying to bring down the player or to get him injured. He got the ball clearly. I watched the game and Malo Gusto got the ball clearly. And the referee, I don't know, he was far from where the incident took place. You can see the referee there, on top there, near the center circle. Now, for the referee to go to the screen, to watch the replay on the screen and still make that decision, it baffles my mind. Just watch it carefully on the screen. The referee is close to the center circle, and the incident took place near the line, the outer line. So he could not have a clear view of it, but he went to the screen because he was called to the screen to view it. And he got a clearer picture of the incident. So I don't see why. But when we watched all on the screen yesterday, I noticed something. They reverse the video, they rewind it, and they stop it at the point where the leg of Malo Gusto was on the feet of the player. They reverse it, they did not play it for him. They only reverse, they rewind it and pause it where Malo Gusto's boot was on the feet of the other player. This is what informed the referee's decision. I believe if he should go back now and replay it by himself or rewatch that video, he would have regretted that decision. And that is the reason why Chelsea need to appeal that decision. At the heat of the game, he made a mistake. Chelsea need to appeal that game, the decision, because we need Malo Gusto back. We can criticize most of the players, but I think he has been one of our bright stars, one of our bright spots in every of our games, Malo Gusto. Since Reece James got injured, Malo Gusto has tried his best to cement his position, that place as his position. Chelsea need to appeal that. We need to appeal it. We need to appeal that, honestly. And you can watch it on your screen as well. You can watch it on your screen. Now, to the next, Chelsea's next 6 matches in the Premier League, which if care is not taken, if we fail to appeal Malo Gusto's red card decision, Malo Gusto will miss Wednesday's game. He will miss the game against Fulham, and he also missed a game against Burnley. And these are all tough games, away matches. Against Fulham is away, Burnley is away. Then the next one will be home against Arsenal. But don't forget, he's going to miss tomorrow, next week is Wednesday against Brighton. He will miss Fulham. Then he will now miss Burnley. All away games. So he might only come back during the Arsenal game at home. And we have 6 games. The next 6 games is Fulham, Burnley, Arsenal, Brentford, Tottenham, and Manchester City. These are Premier League games, not the League Cups or the FA Cups. The Carabao Cup is different. Our next Premier League games, our next 6 matches in the Premier League. Our next 6 matches in the Premier League. Fulham away, Burnley away, Arsenal away, Arsenal home, Fulham away, Burnley away, Arsenal home, then Brentford home, Tottenham away, Manchester City away. How many points can Chelsea get out of these 6 games? This is where As you can see this on your screen here now, is it that this squad you are seeing on the screen? That is why I missed this squad. This squad of 2013, 2014, that is why I missed this squad. As you can see it on your screen, I missed that squad so much. If it were this squad you can see on the screen, these games are not games that we should be scared of. But right now as it stands, personally, I have no confidence in even going to the Fulham game. Neither do I have confidence going to meet Burnley. Talk less of Arsenal. Then going to meet Tottenham and Manchester City. Honestly, we can only hope for the best. Only Chelsea Football Club could spend 100 million plus on a midfielder to partner Enzo Fernandez in midfield and offer better balance. To then play Conor Gallagher next to that 100 million signing and have the other 100 million signing pressing as a number 10 instead of number 8. Didn't we literally sign Casado to help the lack of mobility Enzo has in midfield? Poch does not make sense to me at all. Pochettino does not make sense to me at all. We signed Casado for that reason. In order for Enzo to have the liberty as number 8. Now we are pairing him against Conor Gallagher. Dear friends, let me quickly end here. But this is your last video before you go to sleep. Like I promised you that by the time you are going to sleep, anytime I will have the opportunity to deliver exclusives, I will do it before I leave you. You see that every news I brought for you today are fresh. You can never get it on any channel, only Salam's blog. Yes. So, the last but not the least, what this weekend taught is there is zero credibility in referees. Ref Watch, according to Mark Goldbridge. What this weekend taught is there is zero credibility in Ref Watch. Officiating and the experts they put on the TV to tell us why a decision was made. We've seen countless blatant contradictions in a matter of weeks. Premier League officiating is not fit for purpose. This is someone's thought, not my thought, as you can see it on the screen. The last but not the least, the biggest of all, I miss this man you can see on the screen right now. I miss this man because if he was to be the one in charge, I know in the next 2-3 days, big decisions would have been made. I miss this man. As you can see him on the screen now, Roman Abramovich, I miss him so much. I miss him so much. Roman Abramovich, I miss him so much. As you can see it on the screen. All right, to run it up, Aston Villa match review. Talking through the emotions of another defeat. Number 1, that Gusto red card. 2, how Chelsea cope without Gusto and Reece James. 3, finishing woes continue. 4, what Poch needs to change. 5, Brighton match preview. And more. Tomorrow, I will come for Brighton match preview. I don't know how it's going to be like, but I'll do my research work so that I can come with a credible, authentic update for you. I'll see you when you see me. Shalom and good night.